Hello everyone, this video is about circuit breaker and its working. In my previous video, we have seen that circuit breaker is one of the important component of a protection system. So what does the circuit breaker do? The function of the circuit breaker is to isolate the faulty part of the power system in case of any abnormal conditions which is occurring. So how will the circuit breaker isolate? So you can observe that there is a relay here. The relay under normal operating conditions will be in open position. So whenever an abnormal condition is being sensed by the relay, it closes its contact and the battery over here sends a current so that the trip coil is energized. The trip coil will make the circuit breaker to operate. So we have two transducers, current transducer and the voltage transducer, which will sense the voltage and the current variation in the system. So what is meant by the circuit breaker? So the circuit breaker is the one which can make the current. Make means it can carry the current, make the current, or it can break the current under the normal operating condition, as well as it can under the fault conditions it can carry the current for a specified time and after that it will break. For a specified time it can carry the current and after that specified time it will automatically break. This is nothing but a mechanical switch. Okay, and you can observe that this circuit breaker contacts are enclosed in a closed chamber. So this chamber is filled with the insulating medium. This insulating medium can be either oil or it can be air or it can be SF6 or it can be vacuum. Based on the insulating medium which is present in the chamber, we can categorize the circuit breaker as oil circuit breaker, air circuit breaker, air blast circuit breaker, SF6 circuit breaker and vacuum circuit breaker. So when the circuit breaker operates, an arc is formed. That means the circuit breaker has two contacts. One is the moving contact, other one is the fixed contact. This entire setup is in a closed chamber. The chamber is filled with the insulating medium. So whenever there is a fault sensed by the relay, it sends a signal to the circuit breaker. On sensing the signal from the circuit breaker, the moving contact starts to separate from the fixed contact, which causes a high electric stress in the insulating medium, which in turn leads to the formation of an arc. So this arc has to be quenched. So how does this arc quenched? The arc is quenched by the insulating medium which is present in the chamber. So the current interruption will take place when the arc has finally quenched or when the arc has ceased to exist. So the entire fault clearing time can be breaked into three. That is, fault clearing time is the sum of relaying time plus breaker opening time plus arcing time. So what is this relaying time? So whenever the fault has occurred, the relay senses the fault and it sends a signal to the trip coil of circuit breaker. So that sensing of the fault and energizing of the trip coil of the circuit breaker is called as relaying time. Once the trip coil is energized, what it does, the moving contact starts to separate from the fixed contact of the circuit breaker. So that duration is called as the breaker opening time. So once the moving contact starts separating, the arc is formed and the insulating medium which is present there has to quench the arc. So once the arc is formed and the arc has finally quenched, that time you call it as arcing time. So our fault clearing time is from the instant the fault is being sensed and the instant at which the arc has quenched. So that total time you call it as fault clearing time. In the next video we will see what is arc voltage, how the arc interruption takes place and how the arc is maintained. Thank you.